This is it. Don't get scared now. These are the sage words of the young yet brave Kevin McAllister, the star of Home Alone, as he readies his BB gun and prepares for a showdown filled with traps specifically designed for the burglars known as the Wet Bandits. This 1990 movie was penned by 80s Brat Pack mentor John Hughes and directed by Chris Columbus, who would later helm the first two Harry Potter films. It quickly became a favorite in many people's top 5 Christmas films of all time. Today, we're checking back in with the McAllisters and friends to see what they've been up to since Christmas. John Hurd as Peter. Peter McAllister, Kevin's father, is a sweater-wearing, comforting presence amidst the chaos of a full house. He was cast in Home Alone because Chris Columbus, having secured Culkin, Pesci, and Stern, could then approach somewhat lesser-known actors for the parental roles. His breakout role was as the troubled Vietnam War veteran Alex Cutter in Cutter's Way, 1984, followed by playing Tom Hanks's adult corporate rival in Big. Hurd married actress Margot Kidder in 1979, but their marriage was annulled after just 6 days. In 1987, he had a son with actress and former girlfriend Melissa Leo. Hurd was arrested in 1991 and charged with third-degree assault for slapping Leo. In 1997, he was found guilty of trespassing at Leo's home but was acquitted of charges of trespassing at their son's school. He had 2 children, a son and a daughter, with his second wife, Sharon. Tragically, their son passed away on December 6, 2016, at the age of 22. Hurd married Lana Pritchard on May 24, 2010, in Los Angeles, but the couple divorced 7 months later. Hurd passed away from cardiac arrest due to atherosclerotic and hypertensive heart disease on July 21, 2017, at the age of 71. He was found by staff in a hotel in Palo Alto, California, where he was recovering from minor back surgery he had undergone at Stanford University Hospital. The back surgery was not related to his death. His cause of death was confirmed by the Santa Clara County Medical Examiner's Office, Daniel Stern as Marv. Marv is the tall, awkward, and dim-witted member of the Wet Bandits duo, acting as their unofficial social media agent due to the many nicknames he invents for them. Daniel Stern began his acting career on Broadway, including a production of True West with Gary Sinise. His breakthrough role came in 1979, co-starring with Dennis Quaid in Breaking Away. The two actors reunited 9 years later for the film noir remake DOA. Stern wrote the off-Broadway hit Barbara's Wedding, produced by the Dodgers and Manhattan Theater Club. The play, starring John Pankow and Julie White, ran for 6 months. Stern also appeared in the play at Gary Marshall's Falcon Theater. He was originally offered the role of Dale Gribble in King of the Hill, but was replaced by Johnny Hardwick due to salary disagreements. He starred in Game Over, Man, 2018, and the Hulu original series Shrill, playing the father of the main character, Aidy Bryant. Stern is also an artist specializing in bronze sculpture. He has created sculptures for public art projects in San Diego, Pasadena, Palm Desert, Temple City, Monrovia, and Agora Hills. He is an artist in residence at Studio Channel Islands Art Center in Camarillo and has done numerous private commissions, gallery exhibitions, and art fairs. Stern married actress Laura Matos in 1980, and they have 3 children together. Son, California State Senator Henry Stern, and daughters Ella and Sophie Stern, Joe Pesci as Harry. Harry was the hot-headed, thieving leader targeting the McAllisters' home, often heard yelling at his bumbling companion Marv. Joe Pesci left a lasting impression on audiences and even Macaulay Culkin. During rehearsal for the scene where Harry tries to bite off Kevin's finger, Joe actually bit Macaulay, leaving a small scar. Pesci, raised in Jersey, was good friends with Frankie Valli and Tommy DeVito as a teen, and even introduced them to songwriter Bob Gaudio, helping form the Four Seasons. Growing up around many wise guys, Pesci's future wise guy persona that we all love so much was shaped. Pesci has a notable relationship with actor Robert De Niro and director Martin Scorsese. Both were so impressed with his performance in 1976's The Death Collector that they tracked him down to co-star in Raging Bull as Joey LaMotta. Pesci was on the verge of quitting his acting career, which then enjoyed a meteoric rise. Their collaboration peaked with 1990's Goodfellas, earning Pesci an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Other highlights include his role as the tenacious lawyer in My Cousin Vinny and 1995's Casino. Most recently, we saw Pesci in 2019's The Irishman, again with his friends De Niro and Scorsese, and in the original Peacock streaming series, Bupkis. Pesci didn't let the Four Seasons have all the musical fun. In 1998, he released his second album, and his first in 30 years, which was both humorous and serious. Today, Joe is 81, has been married and divorced 3 times, and despite his salty language, Joe is reputed to be one of the nicest actors in the industry, a wise guy and a nice guy that the younger generation can look up to. Devon Rea as Buzz. Buzz is Kevin's older brother, known for his mischievous toy chest filled with Playboy magazines and firecrackers, a treasure trove every kid dreamed of. Devon Rea began his acting career at the age of 9 in the movie Where Are the Children?, a thriller quite different from Home Alone, though Harry and Marv might disagree. In 2012, Rattray starred as a mutual funds manager trapped in a Wall Street elevator with 8 strangers in the suspense thriller Elevator. In 2013, he played Cole in the film Nebraska, Ben Gaffney in Blue Ruin, and made an appearance in R.I.P.D. Rattray also appeared in the 2019 film Hustlers, alongside Jennifer Lopez, and in the 2022 Steven Soderbergh film Kimmy, with Zoe Kravitz. He portrayed Alfred Hawthorne Hill in the Better Call Saul episode Breaking Bad. On December 8, 2021, Rattray allegedly strangled his girlfriend in a hotel room in Oklahoma. He was booked for domestic assault and battery by strangulation, a felony, as well as misdemeanor domestic assault and battery. After an argument over his girlfriend failing to charge fans for his autograph, the pair returned to the hotel, where Rattray then pushed his girlfriend onto the room's bed, pressed one hand against her throat, and covered her mouth with the other, applying pressure, according to the affidavit. In August 2022, police announced that Rattray was under investigation for an alleged rape that occurred in September 2017. The alleged victim, a friend of Rattray for 15 years, came forward after hearing about the 2021 domestic assault allegations, accusing Rattray of drugging her drinks. John Candy as Gus Polinski. Already a major force in the comedy scene, John Candy secured a small role as Gus Polinski in Home Alone. He portrayed a fellow traveler to Kate McAllister, taking the gig after years on the David Steinberg Show and SCTV in the 70s, and making a splash on the big screen in the 80s with the Blues Brothers, National Lampoon's Vacation, Spaceballs, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, and Uncle Buck. Candy and his wife, Rosemary Hobor, had 2 children, Christopher Michael and Jennifer Ann. He was a Roman Catholic. In 1991, Candy, along with Bruce McNall and Wayne Gretzky, became owners of the Canadian Football League's Toronto Argonauts. The high-profile ownership group drew attention in Canada, and the team spent significant money, even signing notable NFL prospects like wide receiver Raghib Ismail. During Candy's co-ownership, the Argonauts won the 1991 Grey Cup, defeating Calgary 36-21 in the final. Candy passed away in his sleep at the age of 43 on March 4, 1994, in Durango City, Mexico, while filming Wagons East. The official report stated that Candy died of a heart attack. He often turned to binge eating in response to professional challenges and weighed over 300 pounds, 140 kg, at times. Candy had several risk factors for a heart attack, including a strong family history. His father had died early from a heart attack, though his children mentioned he was unaware of his genetic risk, smoking a pack of cigarettes daily, obesity, alcohol abuse, and cocaine use. Kieran Culkin as Fuller. We can't overlook Fuller. the bedwetting younger cousin of Kevin's, who is actually Macaulay's real-life younger brother. Kieran has carved out an impressive career himself. If you're into TV, you have to be watching his HBO series, Succession. The 41-year-old actor was nominated for an Emmy for his role in 2020. His next movie is set to release in October, titled A Real Pain. As a teen, he balanced between starring roles in independent films and smaller parts in mainstream movies. He was featured in the Academy Award-nominated film Music of the Heart, 1999, played the title role in Igby Goes Down, 2002, for which he earned a Golden Globe nomination, and led in The Mighty, 1998, as Kevin Dillon. From 2018 to 2023, he was a key member of the ensemble cast in the HBO series Succession, portraying the immature and entitled COO Roman Roy. In 2018, 2020, and 2021, he was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actor, series, miniseries, or television film for his performance on the show. Culkin's work in the fourth season earned him numerous accolades, including the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, television series drama, and the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, where he was nominated alongside his Succession co-stars Jeremy Strong and Brian Cox. Culkin married Jazz Charton on June 8, 2013. They have 2 children, a daughter born in September 2019 and a son born in August 2021. Angela Goethals as Linny. Linny is Kevin's older sister who, despite giving him a hard time for being incompetent, gets worried when he's missing. Angela excels at playing Macaulay Culkin's sister. Her first credit was in the 1988 film Rocket Gibraltar. Goethal's first film role was in Rocket Gibraltar in 1988, where her sister Sarah also had a minor part. Later that same year, she appeared in Heartbreak Hotel, a film directed by Chris Columbus about the fictional kidnapping of Elvis Presley. Goethal's first starring role came in the 1993 TV series Phenom. She portrayed Angela Doolin, a young tennis player navigating life's challenges, including her single mother, Judith Light, her obsessive tennis coach, William Devane, and her bratty younger sister, Ashley Johnson. The show ran for 22 episodes before being canceled by ABC in May 1994. In 2005, Goethals had a recurring guest role on the TV show 24. She played Maya Driscoll, the mentally ill daughter of the then director of CTU Los Angeles, Aaron Driscoll. Maya appeared in 6 episodes, including one uncredited, before committing suicide in a CTU bathroom between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. on day 4. She went on to guest star in shows like Grey's Anatomy, CSI, and Crossing Jordan. Michael C. Morana as Jeff. Michael C. Morana portrayed Jeff McAllister in the movie Home Alone. Morana made his debut in a commercial for Scott Paper at a very young age. He played the older Pete Wrigley on the Nickelodeon show The Adventures of Pete and Pete from 1989 to 1996. Morana gained significant recognition in 1999 through a series of ads for TD Ameritrade as Stuart, a slacker employee who enthusiastically helps his clueless boss get online. He reprised this role in a comedy sketch with Bill Clinton, shown at Clinton's final appearance as president at the 2000 White House Correspondents Association dinner. During the 2000s, Morana appeared in the films Slackers and 40 Days and 40 Nights and had roles in Sex and the City and Be Kind Rewind. Additionally, he appeared in music videos for Nada Surf's 2007 song Whose Authority and the XYZ Affair's All My Friends. Morana's last acting credits were in 2013, after which he transitioned to working as an electrician for films and television in New York. He co-hosts the podcast The Adventures of Danny and Mike with his Pete and Pete co-star Danny Tamborelli. Morana resumed acting in the 2020s, got married before 2013, and has a son, Roberts Blossom, as Marley. While older viewers trembled at the sight of Jason wielding his enormous chainsaw, children found their fears in Old Man Marley and his snow shovel, the subject of Kevin's unsettling rumors. However, the elderly man ultimately proved to be a valuable ally against the wet bandits. Roberts Blossom considered this role to be one of the highlights of his career, recalling how children would recognize him and ask, "Aren't you the man?" Indeed, he was. Blossom embarked on his acting journey on stage during the 1950s. He earned 3 Obie Awards for his performances in the off-Broadway productions Village Wooing, 1955, marking his debut, Do Not Pass Go, 1965, and The Ice Age, 1976. In the 1960s, he founded Film Stage, an avant-garde multimedia theatrical group. His Broadway appearances include Ballad of the Sad Cafe and Operation Sidewinder, and he notably appeared in Peter Brook's rendition of The Cherry Orchard in 1988. Blossom was previously wed to Beverly Schmidt Blossom, with whom he shared a son named Michael. Tragically, she succumbed to cancer on November 1, 2014. He later married Marilyn Orshin Blossom until her passing in 1982, and they had a daughter named Deborah Blossom. Following his retirement from acting in the late 1990s, he relocated to Berkeley, California, where he devoted his time to writing poetry. Eventually, he moved to Santa Monica, where he passed away in 2011. Blossom died on July 8, 2011, at the age of 87, due to cerebrovascular disease. He was residing in a nursing home at the time of his passing. Macaulay Culkin as Kevin. Kevin McAllister, an energetic 8-year-old whose slight outburst over the absence of cheese pizza led to him being inadvertently left behind, yes, alone, while his family rushed to catch their flight at the airport. Culkin excels as the sharp-witted, resourceful child who must defend his home against 2 unkempt, menacing intruders, simultaneously living out every child's fantasy and facing their worst fears, all while making the most of both circumstances. Macaulay embarked on his acting journey at the tender age of 4, but his breakthrough came with the 1988 film Rocket Gibraltar, his cinematic debut alongside Burt Lancaster in one of the latter's final roles. The following year, he starred alongside John Candy in a personal favorite, Uncle Buck, a film written and directed by the renowned John Hughes, which paved the way for this iconic Christmas classic. Its impact was so profound that Culkin reportedly still affectionately refers to Katherine OHara as Mom to this day. Today, Macaulay is 43 years old and is romantically involved with former Disney star Brenda Song. The couple shares 1 child. He continues to dabble in acting, such as his appearance in Season 10 of American Horror Story. In 2020, on his 40th birthday, Culkin tweeted, "Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm 40. You're welcome." This tweet became one of the top 10 most liked tweets of all time. Yes, we do feel old. Thanks, Kevin. Jerry Bamman as Uncle Frank. Jerry Bamman portrayed Uncle Frank McAllister, Peter's ill-mannered, unkind, irritable, frugal, and self-centered older sibling. Bamman had roles in the Michael J. Fox movie The Secret of My Success, 1987, and also appeared alongside Fran Brill and Alyssa Milano in Old Enough, 1984. In 1992, Bamman made a brief appearance as Kevin Costner's former colleague Ray Court in the blockbuster hit The Bodyguard. He also portrayed defense attorney Stan Gillum in numerous episodes of Law & Order and Law & Order SVU. Additionally, Bamman featured in the first season episode The Blue Wall as Lieutenant Kennedy from Internal Affairs. In the film Runaway Jury, Bamman co-starred as the visually impaired jury foreman Herman Grimes. He also portrayed Dr. Judalon in the 1992 movie Lorenzo's Oil. Bamman tied the knot with director Emily Mann on August 12, 1981, but has since divorced. They share 1 son, Nicholas, born in 1983, Katherine OHara as Kate. Kate is the determined mother who mirrors the journey from the previous John Hughes movie, Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, alongside John Candy himself, striving to reunite with Kevin. As a subtle homage to John Candy, It's worth noting that he perfected this delightful role as a polka enthusiast in just 23 hours of filming, improvising the majority of his lines. Katherine OHara and John Candy had collaborated previously in the 70s on the Canadian series SCTV, which earned her a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing in 1981. Her career is truly remarkable. Some of her notable roles include portraying Delia in Tim Burton's Beetlejuice and collaborating with Christopher Guest on projects like 2000's Best in Show. Recently, OHara clinched another Emmy Award, this time for her portrayal of Moira Rose on Schitt's Creek. She delivers an exceptional performance as a former soap opera star with an extravagant persona. Today, Katherine, is 70 years old and has expressed no intention of slowing down. Her most recent endeavor was the 2024 film Argylle, where she starred alongside Henry Cavill and Ron Howard's daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard. It's safe to assume she has a legion of devoted fans who eagerly anticipate every project she takes on, including the upcoming films Beetlejuice, and The Wild Robot, where she lends her voice. Just like any authentic Christmas film, it came with a fitting soundtrack. And unsurprisingly, John Williams earned 2 Oscar nominations for his remarkable score. But now it's your turn to rate this movie. Does it earn a spot in your top 5 Christmas favorites of all time? Have you kept up with any of these actors' endeavors beyond the 90s? Share your thoughts and let's start a conversation.